think it is just like the way it was in 2011, I would say. Like what Gary had done. Like we won the World Cup, there were a lot of expectations. Now we had Rahul Bhai, you know, winning the trophy, and he set a benchmark. So I think it'll be very interesting. Why I say interesting is because the person that Gautam Gambhir is, I think he loves challenges and is a very outgoing and very adventurous guy. So seeing that, I think it'll be very interesting, and I see next 3 to 4 years to be something which will see a very drastic change in the approach.
Uh, Surya Kumar Yadav is new skipper now in T20.
Hmm.
Gautam and Ajit Agarkar handed over him the captaincy. Before the talk was that Hardik Pandya could be the next T20 skipper, but they are not going with Hardik. How do you see this thing? Is it okay with the Indian cricket, or might they have to give chance to Hardik?
See, the most important thing, we have to understand where an individual stands, and what I gather is that Hardik, because of his fitness, I think that is something which Gautam Gambhir and Ajit Agarkar would have thought about it. Because when you look at Hardik Pandya as a player, he's very important. But when you talk about the captain, you want the captain to be always there with the team. If there is a forced change, or if the player is not available as a captain, then the entire dynamics changes. So maybe that is one of the reasons why they insisted on keeping someone who's going to be part of the team and doesn't have any issue with the fitness. That is something which will be a challenge for Hardik, and I think as long as he addresses, he'll be part of that core team.
And you played with Surya also. How do you see that Surya is now a new skipper? So do you think that he will be a good leader for the our Indian T20 team?
I think he's a very smart guy. And when you talk about T20 format, we have seen the way he's batted, the way he's shown what are his ranges. And when you talk about Surya as a personality, he's very smart, I would say very street smart. So I think in T20 cricket, you need someone like him who always thinks out of the box, just like Gautam Gambhir. If you see the relationship that Gautam Gambhir and Surya Kumar Yadav share, and they know each other really well from KKR days. I think they will gel well. And when the captain and the coach they have a similar kind of thought process, team really gets benefited.
Uh, I've been talking about spinners. How do you see that spinners will play an important role in Sri Lanka soil? Because you also played in Sri Lanka. So what do you think about that?
I think yes, Sri Lanka definitely, especially subcontinent, helps the spinners, especially when the ball gets little old. But saying that, when you talk about T20 format, the wickets are little better. So I would say how well our spinners they vary the pace, vary the length, and adapt to the situation. That will determine how well they go.
Uh, Pragyan, my Ranji season will be start soon. In this is a new season, and where the BCCI already said last year that it's mandatory to all players to have they have to play Ranji. Either they are a big player, or they are upcoming players, or they are budding players. All have to play Ranji matches, and this rule has been implemented from this year. How did you see this?
I think it is for me as a player, as a former player, it is very sad to hear that BCCI had to intervene, saying that senior players have to play. See, look at the way Australia is preparing for the India series. All their players will be playing 3 to 4 rounds of their domestic tournament before they come and play the Test series. So it is very important for any player of any stature to play domestic cricket, because that really helps you be in the game, and it really helps you to peak your performances. And when you talk about Test cricket, it is not easy. Uh, if you have to do well consistently against good teams in Test cricket, you have to play domestic cricket, and that will only help you enhance your performance and keep you ready for all the challenges that you may face. If you see, there are n number of players who have done really well in domestic cricket, and straight away they go and perform really well for the country. So I would say it should be automatic, playing domestic cricket. It should not be that board or association is asking player to play domestic cricket, because that is something which has got you where you are. So I feel it should be the other way around. When the players are available, they should be playing domestic cricket.
The news was came before the Sri Lanka series start. The board from the sources that BCCI doesn't want to disturb the World Cup winning players this time, and they said that they will call them in September against India versus Bangladesh. If they wish, do not go to Sri Lanka. It's up to them. But Gautam Gambhir recalled all senior players for ODI, and they are available now. So you think so that this is a good decision, because Gautam clearly said, giving message, ki 6 week holiday is enough for them.
See, I think I would tell you, I don't know about the sources. I'm not sure what the sources said. But as far as I'm concerned, I think when you see a new coach come in, definitely he would want his best players to be available. And it is not only for him, it is for the country. And when country is playing against a nation which has a great history, like they've won World Cups, they've done really well. I'm talking about Sri Lanka. So when you start as a coach, when you start your tenure, you want your senior players, all your important players to be available, and which is not wrong, I would say. And it's good to see that Virat, Rohit, and senior players, they're available for the selection, which will only help Indian cricket grow, because Indian cricket has invested a lot in Rohit, Virat, and senior players. And when Indian team needs them, I feel they should be available. That is being professional. And I'm very sure that these guys are out and out professionals, and they have contributed and will continue to contribute for Indian cricket.
One last question, this Pragyan, you will not, will we see you in the new role in this phase, or Pragyan will enjoy the matches on Sony or Sony Live app this time?
So, sorry, your voice cracked.
You are going to enjoy the matches on Sony Live, or will you go the field and watch the match from the stadium?
No, I will be commentating from the from the studios, and I'll be enjoying the game, and I'll be also seeing what how the Indian cricket unfolds now, because we've got a new coach, we've got a new captain, we've got young bloods. So I'm really excited, and I'll watch and also